Most people do not wake up one morning and decide to betray themselves. It is usually quieter than that. It starts with a small trade. A small yes that should have been a no. A small smile when the inside is tired. A small promise to rest later. And later becomes a habit. And the habit becomes a life. Then one day you notice something strange. You have done so much. You have achieved. You have been useful. You have been strong. And yet you feel less and less connected to your own day. You are present but not really there. You are moving but not really living. That is the moment this conversation points to. Not the moment when everything breaks loudly, but the moment when you realize you have been carrying an invisible contract for years. A contract that says your worth must be proven. Your safety must be earned. Your rest must be deserved. Your joy must wait until the work is done. And the work never finishes. The context around this is clear. Work has changed. Not just the location of work, not just the tools or the schedule, but the meaning of work. Many people went through years where the world shook. People lost people. People lost time. People lost their sense of control. Even the people who kept their jobs felt different. A quiet question moved into the center. What am I doing all this for? And another question followed. Who am I becoming while I do it? The first insight is the surface concept of ambition. We are taught that ambition is simple. Want more. Work harder. Achieve. Move up. But ambition is not only what you want. It is also what you are willing to trade to get it. This is where things get uncomfortable. Because many of us have been trading without noticing. Trading sleep. Trading meals. Trading relationships. Trading the ability to say I am not okay. Trading the way we speak, the way we dress, the way we pronounce our own name, the way we soften ourselves so we feel safe in a room. It can look normal. It can look professional. It can look like success. But inside it feels like shrinking. That is a sign. When you keep winning and feel smaller, something is off. When you reach a goal and feel numb instead of proud, something is off. When praise lands on you like rain on a jacket and nothing sinks in, something is off. The second insight is the hidden assumption under so many work lives. The assumption is that our humanity is optional. That our basic needs are extras. That eating well is a luxury. That time off is a reward. That calm is for people with easier lives. That joy is childish. That only money is real. This assumption can be inherited. It can come from family history. From hardship. From survival. From being taught that the world will not be kind so you must be tougher than the world. It can come from parents who loved you and wanted to protect you. It can come from communities that had to overperform just to be treated as normal. It can come from being the responsible one. The fixer. The one who never lets the group fall apart. And here is the painful part. Sometimes the messages that wound us are delivered with love. That is why they go so deep. They become part of your identity. So when you try to rest, it feels like danger. When you try to slow down, it feels like you are being irresponsible. When you try to choose joy, it feels like you are being selfish. The third insight is the structural pattern that keeps this going. It is not only personal. It is also social. Work often rewards the visible performance of strength. The quick reply. The always available person. The person who never needs help. The person who can carry it all. And when you are rewarded for carrying it all, you start to believe you are only valuable when you are carrying it all. Then it becomes a loop. You overwork, you get praise, you feel temporary relief, you overwork again. Or you overwork, you feel empty, you add more work to cover the emptiness. The loop is not only in your calendar. It is also in your nervous system. Your body learns that speed equals safety. Your body learns that stopping equals fear. So you stay busy to avoid feeling. You stay productive to avoid grief. You stay useful to avoid the question of who you are without all the doing. And this is why simple advice like just relax often fails. Because what you are doing is not just a habit. It is a protection strategy. And it worked for a long time. Until it stopped working. Now comes the reframing. What if the real goal is not to remove ambition, but to heal it? What if ambition can be clean instead of wounded? Wounded ambition chases approval. It tries to outrun shame. It tries to buy safety with achievement. It tries to earn love with overgiving. Intentional ambition is different. It still wants growth. It still wants impact. But it does not require self-harm as the entry fee. It does not require pretending. It does not require constant proving. It starts with a new question. Not what should I do to be respected, but what do I want my days to feel like? Not what will impress people, but what will keep me well. Not what is the perfect plan, but what is the next honest step. This is where the framework becomes useful. First you reclaim. You look at the stories you carry. Some of them are not yours. Some of them were handed to you when you were too young to argue. You name them. I must be strong all the time. I must fix everything. I must not disappoint. I must not slow down. I must not waste time. I must earn rest. When you name a story, you can choose whether to keep it. Then you realign. This is not a big dramatic life change at first. It can be small. It is the moment you stop saying yes out of fear. It is the moment you take a real lunch. It is the moment you turn off one notification. It is the moment you tell the truth to one safe person. It is the moment you stop laughing at a joke that hurts you. It is the moment you ask for help once. Realignment is often quiet. But it gives your energy back. And when your energy returns, your imagination returns. Then you reimagine. If I had my way, what would my work look like? How would I like to start my day? What kind of people do I want around me? What do I want to protect? What do I want to build? What do I want to stop tolerating? This is not fantasy. It is a blueprint. Now bring it into daily life. Most people listening are not in a position to quit tomorrow. Many people have bills. Many people have family responsibilities. Many people are tired. So the application has to be gentle and real. Start with 1%. 1% is powerful because it creates evidence. Evidence changes belief. Ask one small question each morning. What is one thing that would bring a little more calm to today? It might be 10 minutes outside. It might be drinking water before coffee. It might be writing down 3 tasks and leaving the rest for later. It might be moving your body for 5 minutes. It might be eating lunch away from the screen once this week. These are not cute habits. They are signals to your nervous system that you are safe enough to be human. Also choose your audience wisely. New goals are like seedlings. Do not carry a seedling into a room full of people who love to step on plants. Share your new ideas with people who offer water and sunlight. People who may not fully understand but still say I believe in you. That support matters because you will have days when you fall back into old stories. On those days you do not need a lecture. You need a hand on your shoulder. There is also a practical move many people miss. Audit the trades you are making. Write down 3 trades you make often. I answer messages instantly. I skip meals. I take on extra tasks to avoid conflict. Then ask what each trade is buying you. Is it buying real safety, or only temporary relief? Then choose one trade to change slightly. Not forever. Just for a week. Replace instant replies with a set time. Replace skipped meals with a simple snack. Replace automatic yes with let me think about it. This is how you break the loop without breaking your life. Now an optional deepening, without adding new topics. There is a quiet grief inside many high achievers. The grief is not only for lost time. It is also for the self who never got to rest. For the self who never got to be messy. For the self who never got to be cared for. When you start to heal ambition, this grief may rise. That does not mean you are doing it wrong. It means you are finally making contact with yourself. And you may notice something else. Your definition of success begins to change. It becomes less about applause and more about alignment. Less about looking impressive and more about feeling clear. Less about proving and more about contributing. You still want to do good work. But you also want to be able to feel your life while you do it. And here is the last thought that keeps the whole thing open. Joy does not have to be the prize at the end. Joy can be a direction. A destination you return to again and again. Not because life is easy, but because you choose not to abandon yourself while you live it. So if you were to make just one small renegotiation this week that tells your body and your mind that your humanity matters, what would it be?